District 5 basketball tournament. This game is between the 6 seed Neosho Wildcats and the 3 seed Nixa Eagles. At this time, I'd like to remind everyone that tonight's game is governed by the rules and regulations of the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Kickapoo High School and Missouri State High School Activities Association promote good sportsmanship by all student athletes, coaches, and spectators. The officials for tonight's contest are Matt Hensley, Zach Montgomery, and Robert Teal. Introducing the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, the Neosho Wildcats. At guard, number 2, senior Kate Asbury. Number 0, Houston Brazeal. Number 3, Oliver Martin. Number 10, Mason Spivey. Number 35, Dick Forsyth. Their head coach is Zane Coleman. And now the starting lineup for the 3 seed Nixa Eagles. Number 1, Owen Seitz. Number 2, Randy Flint. Number 12, Colt McCoy. Number 13, Ty Ellis. And number 21, Adam McKnight. Their head coach is Rob Lansing.
Hello here and welcome to Kickapoo High School here in Springfield, Missouri for the Class 6 District 5 men's basketball first round matchup. It's the late game here tonight with your Nixa Eagles and the Neosho Wildcats facing off as we get going. Nixa wins the tip. These two teams played less than a week ago on Friday. Nixa got the best of that game. It was close until the third quarter started. Nixa went on a big run. We'll see if Neosho, what they have in store for this game,
And, they definitely, last game, their clear objective was getting that ball to Caden Asbury. Ty Kells gets us started with a big-time 3, but, almost all of their offense came from Caden Asbury and then the big man down low, Forsyth. I mean, he had, a quiet 14, 16 points. And you just want to shut him down, make someone else beat you because they were not able to do that last game.
Yeah, Kellis gets it going, an early 3 there. I feel like it's been a while since we started with the Kellis 3. It used to be like the go-to thing for Nixa, but there we get one going. Here's Asbury with the ball. He's averaging around 17 per game for the Wildcats. Their main scorer, Seitz, guarding him now. Kick to the corner. Near three-pointer on the way, and that one's off for Mason Spivey. And Kellis, near corner, lets it fly. Misses his second attempt. McKnight is there. Can't get that one to fall. Flint gets the rebound. Now Seitz pulls the trigger on a deep 3. No good as well. Another offensive rebound.
And this is definitely a narrative we saw a lot of last game. Is just the offensive rebounding ability that Nixa had. They were getting everything they wanted down low.
Yeah, and against some other teams, that's where Nixa struggled, like against Glendale, against Ozark, offensive rebounding. But Glendale just got knocked off the game before this. And Ozark, the two teams that beat Nixa in the area, and then Glendale as well, but they're on the other side of the bracket. Two teams that have beaten Nixa by offensive rebounding were knocked off. So, I mean, that's not something you don't want to focus on still, but it's another thing they don't have to, necessarily worry about going against as much.
Exactly, and it really shows that you can never, doubt a team, no matter how, how much you think you're going to win by. Glendale and Ozark, clear example, is just got caught lacking. Glendale was up big. I mean, they were dominating most of that game, and Branson chip back into it and upset them. But something that Nixa needs to do this game is getting McCoy going again. I mean, he was electric that last game, his best game of the season. He's started to really heat up since that Kickapoo game, and he's on the best stretch of his career. 26. I mean, there was no one on the floor that can guard him.
Yeah, when McCoy plays good, it seems like the whole team plays good because, believe it or not, he's a big part of that team. Flint lines up a three. That one's off the mark, but another offensive rebound for McCoy. Kicks back out. Flint tries again and connects.
And that's something we've seen a lot of, really last game what we talked about is how a lot of times you'd see McCoy kind of tip it around, but right now he's just been grabbing and just putting two hands on the ball and being very strong. And if Nixa can keep rebounding the ball like this, just keep shooting until they make a shot, Neosho's going to be in some trouble.
Asbury gives it to Forsyth. He's going to miss the open floater. And Nixa starting this game off 8-0. Kellis, one more corner, sights. Too strong. Flint, another offensive rebound for Nixa.
They're just letting it fly from three.
Yeah, why not? Getting so many offensive rebounds. McKnight gets that one, loses control though, and it's stolen away by Branscombe.
They're exactly right. Why not just chuck it up? If you know you're going to get that rebound, you might as well just keep throwing them up because eventually one's going to drop.
Forsyth hands it off for Oliver Martin. Martin high stepping and a foul called while shooting. We'll see who they give it to, and it's going to be on Ty Kellis. Oliver Martin will head to the free throw line. Nixa did a pretty good job containing really any Wildcat outside of those two, Asbury and Forsyth, last game.
And what really helped Forsyth was Asbury getting going, because once he went down into that painted area, everything kind of collapsed around him. He'd sit that dunker spot and be wide open. I mean, he's listed 6'5". He's a big guy. Only a junior, still got another year, but he's definitely someone that Nixa's going to have to watch out for. And Nixa's had a lot of problem with that. I mean, someone just sitting that dunker spot, a lot of times they'll forget him, that baseline cut that just someone just sitting there waiting patiently. And we saw it a lot against Kickapoo. Brock Thompson did a great job of that, just kind of being patient, sitting there, waiting for someone like Camry or Neighbors to give him the ball.
Neosho in a 2-3 zone. Lots of teams have found success against Nixa with a zone. Kellis leaves the jump shot short, but another offensive rebound for Colt McCoy. Sights, pulls it out.
And you'd think with them being in a 2-3, they'd be able to get some boxing out, but Nixa is getting right around it.
Kellis gets another three to drop. He's up to 6, his second three of the game. Neosho is scoreless over halfway through the first. Nixa up 11-0.
And Nixa just being completely dominant. They're getting everything they want on that offensive end. They're just unstoppable on that offensive glass. And it feels like, this gym is definitely Ty Kellis' hotspot. I mean, both times he's played in this year, he's gotten off to a hot start. Knocked down 2 threes.
Yeah, Kellis has been hot in this gym. Even against Kickapoo, he was knocking down shots left and right.
That's exactly what you want to see from Kellis. We've seen Nixa get off to slower starts all year, but right now they are in full control. And they can't take their foot off the gas. So we saw that Nixa kind of was pulling away earlier in the game, and then Asbury really started getting going, made it around a 6 to a 5-point game. You're just going to have to keep putting that pedal to the metal and not let Neosho even have a chance at getting back in this one.
Asbury snatches it back over Flint, mid-range up and no good. The Wildcats stay scoreless through this one.
This is not the start you want to have. Especially with Nixa doing everything they want right now.
And Kellis connects again for another three, up to 9. He's got 9 of their 14.
This is exactly the type of basketball you like to see from Nixa, is being able to just, have the confidence to keep letting it fly. Saw right there, even when Kellis missed it, McKnight, had the positioning. He just threw that.
Asbury with the ball. Now Branscombe coming off a screen guarded by McCoy. And these are two teams. Last game they played very competitive, very chirpy. McKnight and Asbury were exchanging words back and forth, fouling, guarding each other as Branscombe knocks down a 3 there. But, you know, Neosho, they just seem sluggish right now. You've got to have that chip on your shoulder, and it just seems like it's not there, as no one even contests McKnight for the rebound there, and he gets a putback.
And no one seems to have the fight that they did last game. I talked about how Asbury, you know, him and McKnight were getting chippy. They just felt like they've come out so sluggish. They're running a 2-3. They should be able to get a body on somebody, but they're just allowing McCoy and McKnight to just go right around them. It's really prompted this big-time start for Nixa.
And they, just watching them last game, they benefit from a slow offense and just stolen away by Sights. Hard foul from Branscombe. There's a foul exactly like that last time these two teams played. McKnight and one for Owen Sights, but that's what I was saying about Neosho's offense. They run a slower offense.
I mean, they pass the ball around for 2 minutes at one point.
In doing that, you can't let Nixa score at the rate they're scoring at right now, because running a slower offense depends on a big-time defensive performance.
Exactly. And just speaking of sluggish, that pass, I mean, not only did it stare it down, it was just so slow. It was in the air for too long, and Sights took full advantage of it.
Sights misses the free throw, but McKnight fights through 2 defenders to get the rebound and puts it back up. He's fouled, heading to the free throw line for 2.
And it really just comes down to who wants it more. McKnight right now is just bullying them. And they had that pinch. They were pinching him. I mean, he just stepped right through. First one's off the mark.
18-5, 1:35 left in the first. McKnight, second free throw on the way, drops in for McKnight. That is McKnight's fifth point, of the game.
And, you know, coming off, you know, a loss to Nixa, you think they come out with some fire, maybe a chip on their shoulder, but that has been the exact opposite tonight.
They lose Fisher down low, He misses the layup. I was getting ready to say it's good, but it's just wide open. Misses, and a turnover, double dribble on the far baseline.
And they're just full of mistakes. I mean, right there, it's a good backup from Fisher. I mean, good play design. He just, off the mark, definitely got a little scared by Kellis. And it's just kind of how it's been. Nothing's dropping. You know, we've seen Asbury try to, he's had some good moves. He just can't get it to drop, and that's definitely a big difference between, you know, this game and last game.
McKnight spins on Asbury, throws up a shot, and he gets clipped while shooting, so he's going to the free throw line once again.
And just something that McKnight has is that he's just so strong with the ball in his hands. When he's going up, I mean, you try to get a hand on ball, he just rips right through you, and your hand will just slide down. They'll get it for you every time. That's what he does a good job of. It's just baiting people into fouling him. I mean, we'll see him pump fake a lot, be patient. You know, that ability to throw himself into people. He's a very high IQ player.
McKnight, second free throw falls in. And this is the game, you know, if you're Nixa, with the lead that they've built so far, if it continues like this is where you just, you know, want to run through your things in game speed. Like free throws. McKnight misses the first one there, makes the second one. Yeah, that's something I practice, you know, making both, especially in a game where there's just less pressure, so you know to get back to your basics in the pressured moments. Asbury with the ball, 40 seconds left in the first. Gets the switch onto McCoy, working inside, splits the defense, picks up his dribble, and loses control, but a body bump from McCoy, I believe, will draw a foul call. No, Flint, excuse me.
And right there, just, you know, credit to Asbury being patient, being able to draw that foul. We saw it a lot in the Neosho game last week. See, Kellis tips it out of bounds, but you know, so you just gotta have more heart. I mean, right there, just stare this guy down again, much like the sides fast break and one layup. And you can't just stare somebody down and then just throw a weak bounce pass.
Martin gets past Smith, good move, working inside, just throws it up. And it was a travel, and he just threw it off the shot clock. above the basket. So turnover for Neosho either way.
And, you know, he looked like he was going for that foul. I mean, he just kind of chucked it up, but impressive defense right there. I mean, just getting all ball.
They're going to say Nixa tipped it, so it's going to be out of bounds on Nixa instead. So Neosho basketball. Asbury is the trigger man. 20.7 left, looking inside and gets it passed into Spiva. Fade away from Branscombe is off the glass and in.
Just a good play design right there, being able to get to his spot and knock it down.
Branscombe with all of Neosho's points. Step back, Flint, too short. Smith gets the rebound and looked to kick it out before even bringing it down. I think there you just got to bring down the rebound and secure it.
Exactly, just bring it down, you know, take a second to look, and even take up a shot. I mean, he's not the biggest guy inside, but he could have gotten something to go.
Martin gets the inbound, 1 second left, moving in, and hangs in the air at the buzzer. The shot will count for Martin with the left-hand lay. Gives Neosho 7 heading into the second quarter. They trail by 13, 20-7. We'll be back in just a moment. Starting off the second quarter tonight here at Kickapoo High School in the Class 6 District 5 first round. The Eagles lead over the Wildcats 20-7. Great defense played by the Eagles so far, and I think that was their best quarter of basketball all year.
And they're just getting everything they wanted. When they had that confidence with their shots, they were just letting it fly from deep because they were just so dominant on that offensive glass that it felt like anything that they shot up was either going to go in or, wind up back in their hands.
Sight steps back, lines it up off the back iron, and rebound by Spiva. And something about Nixa in the start of the first quarter that Neosho's starting to take advantage of now. Nixa didn't let Neosho get the shots they wanted. They were just kind of throwing things up, weren't open and wasting time. Now they're letting Neosho run their offense. They're getting looks they want, and they're capitalizing. Martin misses there, gets his own rebound, but
and you can't
crafty move to get the reverse.
And you can't take your foot off the gas. Yes, you're dominating. You're up 20-3, but they're just firing back. It's only an 8-point game. You have to keep running. Doing what was working, which is getting that ball inside and letting McKnight and McCoy go to work.
McKnight gets past Asbury, and Asbury gets his hand caught reaching in. He'll pick up another foul. That's his first, or he'll pick up his first foul of the game. Kellis step back, fired, and connects again from three. His fourth of the game. He's up to 12.
He's on fire. This is definitely his place.
Yeah, that ends the big Neosho run that they were on.
And just keep going back to him. He's been, I believe, only missed 1 3-pointer, 4 for 5, I believe. And just keep running their offense through him. Just get your big man duo down low. Let him keep, even if you miss it, just keep letting it fire.
He gets it again. He's feeling himself. No good, though. McKnight gets the offensive rebound. Fade away, jumper on the way. Bounces high and eventually out. Rebound grabbed by Oliver Martin. Back tip from Kellis. Now in the hands of Flint. 2-on-2 opportunity. Flint slows it down. Takes a fadeaway jumper that will fall.
Just a good offense right there. Couldn't get the rebound, but Kellis heads up play, getting that back tip, and just a smooth move from Flint.
And what Nixa has done so much better this game than last time these two teams met on Friday is containing Asbury. Caden Asbury, the 5'11 senior, main scorer, like I said, averaging around 17. He's at 0 right now.
And he was, what allowed them to really get back in that game. They were down big, went on a big-time run, but so far he's been quiet.
Forsyth as well has been quiet, and he misses the fadeaway there. Both Asbury and Forsyth with 0 on the scoreboard. Sights looking inside for McKnight. Guarded by Asbury, spins and gets an open look under the basket for 2.
And he's just too strong right there. I mean, Asbury tried to maybe draw something.
Doing too much, trying to draw a foul there, and it left McKnight wide open.
You just got to stand in there and take it.
Spiva left open for 3, no good. McKnight picks up the rebound, and he's heading down the other way. In transition, picks it up, fading, too short, and Neosho will secure the rebound.
It's something that Asbury does every single time he gets the ball. I mean, he has to change a pace move. I mean, he'll do a hezzy into either a crossover between, and Flint's been all over it all night.
Martin gets the handoff, fading away, pulls up off the back iron, and McKnight gets the rebound. Foul called on Kellis. I think that was
soft.
Little. I don't think there's enough contact to call the foul there, but nonetheless, we know Neosho basketball.
But there's definitely a +2 playing this team. A week ago, you can pick up on something they were killing you with. I mean, Asbury, the big difference is that hezzy cross that he did so many times that would get Flint, and it's not getting him tonight. He's tried it, and Flint clearly is ready for it every single time.
And what I noticed as well, Asbury likes to work off screens. They're switching everything now.
And they're comfortable with their matchups. I mean, McCoy definitely, he's fast for his size. I mean, just fast in general. I mean, everyone on the court can guard each other.
Here's Asbury with the ball, working off the screen again. Flint switches on, and he'll pass it off to Martin.
And
Martin near half court.
Neosho taking that slower offensive. I mean,
Asbury, nice move, but loses control. McKnight moving down the other way, and blocking called on number 10, Mason Spiva, the junior.
Right there, it's kind of an unfortunate situation for him. I mean, McKnight went right into him. There's not much more you can do there.
Liddell in the game for the Eagles.
Cheer swinging that ball around, just trying to run something. It's like you said, I mean, a game like this, you can kind of run your sets without that pressure.
And it looks like
they're looking for McCoy. Sides with a good move inside, can't get it to fall.
Yeah, I was observing the Neosho defense there. They're running a box and one right now on McKnight.
And, with Kellis out of the game, the way he's been shooting threes, they can't afford to do that. But you'll watch this Flint, McCoy, who was killing them last game. Every single time they were swinging that ball to that corner, looking for McCoy on that inside dish because he was dominant.
Branscombe at the free throw line. Now he is 8 of their 12. He's been the main guy for them tonight. Knocks down the first free throw. And it seems like Neosho, they never just have balanced out scoring in both the games we've watched them. They've had one or two guys take over, and good teams can do that, or teams that find ways to win can do that because obviously they have 17 wins. But I think the difference from good and great is those teams that anyone can take over, and then the whole team's chipping in as well.
Exactly, and now that he's out of the game, who will take the step up? Because that person can't be on the floor forever.
Yeah, you think about the great teams in the area like Rogersville. Yeah, they have Chase Brandon, the 4-star, but whenever they played in the NIT championship,
Titus Moore
was the guy that had 30 points and led them to victory.
I mean, even Sutton Shook and Jack Sutherland can take over at times, and that's what makes a great team. I mean, being able to not just have that one-star player have to do everything every single game.
Flint drains another 3-pointer for Nixa. They're up to 30 now, 16-point lead. Neosho once within 8, trying to come back. Asbury sinks a 3-pointer. That was nothing but net, and the Neosho Wildcats will use a timeout. 2:15 left in the second, 30-17. We'll be back. Branscombe returns to the game for the Wildcats after the timeout. He's been their main scorer tonight. Off the ball foul called on Jaden Fisher. So inbound for Nixa. They're being very handsy with McKnight.
We saw it a lot last game. I mean, the tone that coaches have said so far, you're not going to be able to do that.
Flint passing it in. Kicks to the corner. Smith pumps. Looks inside McCoy. Puts the shoulder down. Throws it up, and it's too strong on the layup. Going for the loose ball. Tips it out. I think McCoy there just something he's improved with so well, but a flash of what he used to do there. Didn't really look before he shot. Kind of just put it up.
Right there, if he takes even just half a second to collect himself, that's definitely, I mean, it was a great move.
McKnight gets a steal, and he's in the open court. Goes for the dunk, and it's going to rattle out. McCoy steps into a mid-range and converts.
It's definitely interesting.
You know, McKnight slowed down there on the dunk, and that just makes me think, after what happened last game where he got clotheslined on his dunk attempt, I feel like that affected him there because he didn't want to have it happen again.
Exactly.
Considering what this team already did.
I'm definitely hesitant. Doesn't want to get, his legs swept out from under him again. But if he does just go straight up right there, I think he definitely would be able to get out a lot more momentum and been able to slam it. Just every single possession, it's a swing to that corner, trying to get McCoy that ball.
Neosho dropped into man defense. Flint working on Asbury, stops, fires off the back iron. And Branscombe will get the rebound. Neosho working down the court. 1 minute left in the first half. Branscombe holds it near the logo. Guarded by Liddell. Under a minute now. Wildcats try to set something up as they trail by 15. Martin has got McCoy on him. McCoy gets a paw on the ball, but it's right into the hands of Asbury. Asbury, loose ball on McCoy as well, and McCoy just grabs his leg, so he'll pick up a foul.
Definitely, it's not the worst foul right there. I mean, if you allow Asbury to get past you, it's a 5-on-4, definitely an easy bucket, so a good foul right there from McCoy.
Branscombe. Liddell guarding him. Feet inside Forsyth, and Liddell got a finger on it, so out of bounds off the Eagles. Wildcat basketball, 29.1 left. Mason Spiva will inbound the ball.
I think even if, Liddell didn't tip that, McKnight.
Branscombe up to 12 now for Neosho. Well over half of their points, 12 of their 19. Flint setting the offense, 10 seconds left. One-on-one with Asbury, sizing him up, gives it to McKnight, and Branscombe gets a hand on it. Out of bounds off Houston Branscombe, 4.2 left in the game. Neosho only down 13 now.
And, Neosho likes to run their offense, through those three main guards, Asbury, Branscombe, and Martin. It's really just who can take over the game. So far, it's been Branscombe. Has 12 of their 19. Nixa needs to figure out a way to stop them because they're running them off ball screens.
Sights inbounds. Flint, clock winding down in the first half. Stops, goes, dumps off McKnight, puts up the floater in time, but rims out. So the Eagles got the look they wanted, but couldn't convert.
And, although couldn't convert on that last position, definitely like how you started the game. You just need to keep going back to that. You were so dominant to keep getting on those offensive rebounds because you were up 20-3, and Neosho really did fire back and made it a much more manageable 13-point lead.
Yeah, 13-point lead going into half, 32-19. Nixa started out hot. Neosho clawed back, and Nixa matched them since then. Halftime coming up now. We'll be back in just a moment for the second half. Don't go anywhere. Here we go for the second half here in the Class 5 District 5, or Class 6 District 5. First round game between the Nixa Eagles and the Neosho Wildcats. The Eagles get it going with a lob to Colt McCoy to start off the half with an early score. They're up 34-19 now, up 15 over Neosho.
And they just look comfortable. I mean, they're clearly just been leading all game. You know, we saw the Wildcats start to get going in that second period as they get one to go. Nixa's gonna need to keep putting that foot on the gas. Just keep going back to what was working, which was, you know, just throwing up threes.
He's up to 11 now, just one behind Kellis, who's the Nixa leading scorer currently. They extend the lead to 16. And if it's Neosho, you know, we're doing it for a little bit to start of the second into the first quarter, but they need to score like they've been doing, which they've done a better job at, but they just need to get back on defense. It seems like they're just letting Nixa do whatever they want.
Exactly, and anytime there's, you know, a tip pass or anything, they're just kind of give up on the play.
Asbury working around the Forsyth screen, gets the switch on McKnight, lets it fly, too strong. McCoy, secures the rebound. Here's Flint, dumps it off inside. McCoy, mid-range jumper off the mark. Kellis tries the putback too short. McKnight too strong. And Eagles come out empty on that position after 3 attempts at the basket.
Right there, see, slow yourself down. I mean, you had 3 attempts, just, you know, Kellis, I mean, you had enough time to take maybe half a second more. Just going to rush his shot.
Asbury, nice move on sights, gets an opening and is able to knock down the jumper. 2 more for Asbury. He's up to 5. Flint coming off the screen, going inside. Kicks out for Sights, who lines up a 3 and will make that one as well. Extends the lead to 17 now. And Nixa, what they did against the Neosho the first time, and it seems like they're doing now, they didn't take the pedal off the gas once they got their lead. Against Ozark, they took the pedal off the gas, let Ozark come back, and then they ended up losing that game.
And hopefully that was a learning moment for them, because you can't have that. They were playing like they were up 30 when they're up 6. I mean, you just have to keep putting the foot down until, I mean, the clock strikes 0.
Sights passes it up the court, stolen away. Not enough on that pass. Branscombe pulls it out for Neosho. Step back 3 over McKnight is off the mark. Kellis gets the rebound, and McKnight will have it down for the Eagles. And the paint is fouled hard.
I mean, maybe they'd just rather have him at the free throw line because, I mean, multiple Wildcats are just smacking down his arms.
First team foul period. Number 21, Adam McKnight at the free throw line for Nixa.
First free throw good for Adam McKnight. Second one on the way, and it will fall as well. McKnight goes 2 for 2 for the first time tonight.
And just the scoring really spread out again this game. These past 3-4 games, they've done a good job of not just one person carrying the load. I mean, Flint, Kellis, and McKnight all in double digits.
Asbury can't get past Flint, finally does, and Flint wraps around, picks up a foul. That's his second. And, Neosho's offense, they're trying to get that high ball screen to start every single time, and I think Nixa's just adapted to it at this point. I think you've got to switch it up at some point.
Exactly. You got to figure out another way to get your offense set up, because you're not having it.
Right there, that was a good, that was good. That was a good back screen. He gets open, Forsyth, and he's able to take the rest from there, gets an open floater. They will use a timeout. It's 42-25, 4:17 left in the third. Eagles lead, full timeout. So we'll step aside. Back on the court now after the Neosho timeout. It's Nixa basketball. Heading on the court, they get set up. Flint cuts inside, fades over his defender and connects on that shot. Haven Plummer, the junior. Good contest, but better shot.
And Flint moving with so much confidence right now, and you'd love to see that, especially down the stretch. We've seen in a lot of games that Nixa has lost, he went absent. I mean, we just need to see more shots like that from Flint.
Seitz gets called for a foul on the drive-in. Seitz' second foul. Asbury will pass it in, and Neosho, Nixa's been very aggressive on defense. They've been really handsy tonight. Neosho just, it doesn't feel like they're working it inside to try to capitalize on that aggressiveness and pick up fouls, head to the free throw line.
Mm-hmm. And it feels like when they do that, I mean, they're scoring, but when I just try to run their offense exclusively through Asbury and Branscombe, and they're definitely slow and they're stagnant.
Asbury guarded by Flint. Now Fisher. And right now, just no movement from Neosho. Forsyth comes up and back, but Fisher takes a tough shot. Forsyth is there to clean it up. But outside of that, I mean, they're just standing and watching Asbury go to work. Someone's got to help them.
Exactly, just no sense of urgency. When you're down, 17, you had to start getting faster buckets.
Flint, good look inside for McKnight. Double team brought on, and it's stripped away by Plummer. Plummer flips it up the court for Asbury. Asbury spins, throws up a shot, lots of contact, no foul, and Forsyth cleans it up.
And just keep getting it to him. And Forsyth really started to catch fire.
Flint pulls it back out for Nixa. McKnight near the free throw line finds Seitz. Branscombe leaves lots of room. Seitz steps back, lets it go, just rims out. But Flint gets the offensive rebound. Great hustle, looking down low for McKnight, and it's tipped away by Haven Plummer. Plummer's come in and done very well so far in his minutes. Flint finds McCoy open on the pass in. Now Seitz goes inside, pulls up from 15, and is able to rattle in the jump shot. Seitz is up to 7. And Brock Blansett of the Nixa Eagles will use a timeout, their first of the game, as they lead by 17 points here. 2:12 left in the third.
And it just feels like Wildcats need to have some sense of urgency. I mean, they're just sitting and hoping that Asbury can get them back in this game with just some big-time shot, but that's not going to happen. You have to put quality possessions together, just keep working on that ball around, and we've seen Forsyth really get going. And he's been giving them some trouble on that inside game. Just keep working that ball inside.
So back from the Nixa timeout. 2 minutes left in the third. Neosho still trying to claw their way back into this game. Got it with an 8 in the second. It hasn't been any closer than 15, it feels like, since then. Sights near corner. No good again, and Asbury doesn't let Nixa get the offensive rebound there. He picks up his dribble behind half court. They've got to get it across, and they will.
And it was really Branscombe who was leading the charge for the Wildcats. He's been quiet this quarter. But as I say that,
yeah, Sights gambles, and Branscombe takes control of it. Kellis comes over to help and fouls Branscombe after he makes the layup. So and 1 for Houston Branscombe.
but they're going to have to keep getting him that ball. I mean, 12 in that first half. He's really the only person that was playing with that intensity. Hopefully someone else can pick up where he left off.
You know, part of that, I guess, stagnant, sluggish offense from Neosho. I mean, they're around an hour and a half away from here, an hour. There you got the 8:30 game.
Yeah.
Just so many factors just playing against them tonight.
Definitely got the tough end of the stick.
Yeah.
Having to travel that far, you're not gonna be as
well, Nixa, it's just, a 15-minute drive up the road, so definitely have the advantage there.
Subbing for Neosho, number 1, Kate Fisher.
I think Asbury was chirping a bit there. What it seemed like he gave him a warning, but I don't know exactly what happened there. He got subbed out immediately after he pointed at him.
they're just trying to avoid him potentially getting a tech or something worse.
McCoy is fouled before shooting. And it's Mason Spiva's second foul of the game. Kellis fadeaway, jumper on the way and good for the senior guard.
And getting him going. I mean, he was, he hit those 4 big threes ever since that. Been pretty quiet, but got one to go. I mean, it feels like Nixa really just in a groove. I mean, someone's just doing their thing. They have a lot of confidence in their shots.
Here, Branscombe just holding it near half court. McKnight gets his hand in there. Eagles have a 3-on-2 in transition. Kellis tries to take it himself. No good. McKnight gets the rebound, and he's fouled shooting. So he's going to go to the free throw line once again. He's at 10 points tonight. Feels like he's been on the free throw line 10 times.
It just shows his physicality. I mean, Neosho clearly would rather have him at that line because every single time he catches that ball, like someone's just slapping down on his wrist.
On the way. And just falls. Eagles so far are now 6 for 9 from the free throw line, and Neosho has only shot 6 this game but made 4 of them. So
and
it's been kind of equal from the free throw line so far in attempts.
But, Neosho, they could have a lot more shots from that field. They just work that ball inside. I mean, they're just exclusively shooting it from outside.
Martin fades, just rolls out for the senior. Smith had the opening transition but slows it down for the final shot. Flint will have it, guarded by Asbury. Flint going inside, stops, hop steps, and finishes through the contact.
And it feels like he almost gave him the lane right there. I mean, it's an easy bucket for Flint.
Yeah, Flint, good physicality, uses his change of pace perfectly there and gets a wide open basket. Gives a little bump to Asbury as well after. Extends the lead to 20, 52-32 going into the fourth. We'll be back. 20-point lead for Nixa heading into the fourth over the Neosho Wildcats. We'll see how this one plays out. Neosho is going to need a miracle to come back in this fourth quarter. They find themselves down a large margin. Branscombe tries to get it going but can't connect on the fadeaway jumper.
And he's definitely been quiet. I mean, as a team, it's like they can't get a thing to drop.
And it's just simply, I think, Nixa's attacking the basket more. Like, even right there, Kellis isn't afraid of the contact and gets a foul going up.
And it feels like every single shot for Neosho is either a fadeaway jumper or a three ball. I mean, just go into somebody.
Kellis leaves the first free throw short. You know, game flow through this game, Nixa dominated the first and third quarter. They were tied 12-12 in the second. But there's not been a single lead change or tie in this game. Nixa has just completely, ever since the first whistle, been dominating this basketball game.
I mean, they started off on a 20-3 run. I mean, if you're Neosho, you can't let Nixa get off to that hard of a start. If you're going to let them knock down those shots, I mean, you have to be able to figure out a way to score offensively. And that's what's really caused them to be down in 21. When you eliminate that run, who knows what type of game this would be.
Martin working on Flint, bumps, puts up a floater, leaves it short. Fadeaway from Plummer is off the mark as well. Flint sets the pieces for Nixa. Kick to Seitz in the corner, who pulls it right back out for Flint. Eagles have done a great job attacking the zone. Right as I say that, Seitz throws it away. Asbury stops, picks up his dribble, looking for Forsyth, and it's tipped away, but Nixa's done a good job against the zone today, which, you know, usually they struggle against.
And it's something you like to see. I mean, like you said, I mean, that Ozark, that zone gave him trouble. Glendale, I mean, every team that runs a zone, it feels like it works. And the success they've had today definitely, hopefully, can figure something out later down the line against these better teams.
That Asbury layup is tipped by the Eagles, so it's going to stay Neosho basketball. The winner of this game will advance tomorrow to the semifinal matchup, or excuse me, not tomorrow, on Thursday. The semifinal matchup, March 5th at 7:30 p.m. They'll be playing Branson here again in Kickapoo High School. So I'm excited. If it stays how it is right now, Nixa having a big lead, I'm excited to see what that game looks like because Glendale beat Nixa by 3. And Glendale took care of business against Branson last time they played. And there, stop what I'm saying. Great finish from Martin there, hung in the air for a while. But there's kind of like a circle of beating each other with Branson, Glendale, and Nixa. But, you know, last time Glendale and Branson played, Glendale won by a large margin. And now, just today, Branson was able to knock them off. And Nixa last time they played won by 18. Exactly. So I'm excited to see what that game turns out to be if Nixa keeps the lead they have right now.
And for a while in that Glendale game, it looked like Glendale was in control. I mean, they're getting everything they wanted on the offensive end, but Branson just clawed their way back. I mean, they just slowly, they just didn't try to get it all back in one shot. They played as a team. They did a good job of spreading that ball around and really fed off their momentum. They had a student section. I mean, it is a pretty long drive from Branson. It's impressive that many people show up and support them. It was definitely a big-time factor for them.
Here's Nixa with the ball. 6 minutes remaining in the Class 6 District 5 first round for these two teams. McCoy gets fouled again, and he's going to get an and one opportunity.
Just looking at how Neosho's, posture, they just look defeated. They're hanging their heads a lot after everything. They're making these really just stupid mistakes.
Number 12, Colt McCoy, the free throw line for Nixa.
McCoy misses it again, but McKnight cleans up the rebound and puts it back. He's fouled heading to the throw line as well.
And that puts, if McKnight can knock this down, 3 people at 15. I mean, they've done such a good job of spreading this ball around. And it's not just one person carrying the load as it is for Neosho.
McKnight misses the free throw. McKellis gets Another offensive rebound. Flint is kicked out near half court. He slows it down. McCoy takes 2 dribbles, steps in for 15, and his jump shot just rolls in.
And that's a shot we've seen him start to get going a lot more. I mean, you'd love to see it, him being able to stretch it out even more. We've seen him knock down some threes. He's definitely starting to develop his game a lot more.
Nixa coming down transition. Good pass into Kellis. Misses the first one, misses the second one. McKnight still gets the offensive rebound in the score as well. I mean, the offensive rebound count just has to be insane.
I mean, they can't seem to do anything. They can't box out. Even if they try to, they're just getting bullied. They're getting pushed around.
Kellis gets his hand on the pass there. Look inside for Fisher, and he's blocked by McCoy from behind. Athletic play from McCoy. And the Eagles come down the other way. McKnight lets a 3 fly. No good. Branscombe controls the rebound. Officials stop. Bit of play, just giving a warning to the Neosho bench. Branscombe. Now Martin guarded by Smith.
Good
Spins,
move. Looks
open. Gets clipped a bit there with the left-hand layup, though.
And the biggest story for today for Wildcats is the absence of Asbury. Only 5. I mean, he was leaving them and around 20. And he just hasn't been able to do anything tonight.
And Logan Presson heads into the game for the Eagles. Second free throw from Martin is through the net and in. This is now 61-36 now. In the fourth, halfway through. Neosho shifts to a 3-2. Presson pulls it back out. Now Miller in the corner. Lets a 3 go. Around the rim and out, but McKnight is there for the offensive rebound and score.
And just another offensive rebound. No one can stop McKnight or McCoy. Really any of these
No
Eagles
one's
from
even
getting
getting in front of them, it seems. Like
Just not even trying.
It's just so easy for them right now.
And they definitely just showed signs of giving up.
Spiva with the ball. Now Asbury steps in for a 3-pointer, and it will drop for the Wildcats as Neosho and Nixa unload the bench. Unloading the benches here as this game comes near the end. Ajayi working inside is fouled. Like I mentioned earlier, this game looking like the Nixa Eagles will come out on top. They will play the Branson Pirates at 7:30 on March 5th.
And we talked about how dominant they looked in the last time against Neosho. I mean, they really took it up a notch, I feel like, here. They were everything they wanted on the offensive end. Their offensive rebounding was off the charts. I mean, there was nothing Neosho could have done.
And that's something that's going to be different against Branson. Branson has a lot more size than Neosho, so offensive rebounds won't come as easy.
But, I mean, last time they did clash, though, it did feel like Nixa was able to get, I mean, a lot of what they wanted on an inside game, despite the size.
Smith gets a steal. Good move inside. Too strong on the layup. Ajayi kicks it out. Liddell three-pointer rims out, and Ajayi gets the offensive rebound and pulls it back out. But, you know, last time Branson and Nixa played, it was pretty close for a good part of the game, but then Nixa was just able to outlast them.
It was really
but what's so different is that Glendale outlasted Nixa, as Nixa looked very tired near the end of that game. But, you know, Branson just looked phenomenal today in the second half against Glendale. It was something I wasn't expecting.
Exactly, and it's really going to come down, can they stop them in that third period? Because just looking back to that game, they were just getting scorched. I mean, they held with Nixa every single quarter, if not beat them, besides that one. And, you know, if they can come out, like you said, just feel like they did with that fire in that second half, and hopefully they can limit those runs that Nixa was able to go on them.
Yeah, and Branson had a little run of their own in the third quarter, which helped them win the game tonight over Glendale, and they're going to need that against Nixa tomorrow, because the third quarter, like you just said, is where they died against Nixa in the blue and gold tournament. You know, both teams very different since the blue and gold. They've both matured. They've both, you know, have more chemistry. Obviously, they play together longer, so we'll see how that goes. Preston, Euro step, left hand off the glass.
And that was, I mean, he has no fear going inside. He's such a, an underrated part of his game, getting inside.
Eagles get another steal. Preston lets a three go, and it will fall for Logan Preston.
And that's just pro.
For LP.
And that's just pro right there. I mean, he is so good from the three-point line, and he showed his, finishing. I mean, as he helps up, I mean, such a selfless guy. He just does it all. I mean, he's definitely someone that you want on your team. He leads by example. And he's just such a great person in the community, not just on the court.
There, Branscombe going up, gets a contact and is going to the free throw line again. You know, Preston, though, a little bit of a unorthodox jumper there, but, I mean, makes it work. If it goes, it goes.
But, Wabi Sabi, I mean, just finding the beauty in things that are flawed. I mean, he's obviously can knock it down. We saw it right there, just being able to get that three to fall. We'll see him check out of the game, but he does such a good job in just knocking down his shots, despite his form.
Neosho, number 11, White, 16.
As this game comes to a close, you got to imagine they're just going to dribble it out here to end the game. Liddell with it, and Haven Plummer will get a foul on the near side.
Fouls on for Haven Plummer.
So Nixa heads in the bonus after that foul, and Liddell will go to the free throw line. Liddell's first free throw falls, extends it to a 30-point lead. Now Liddell gets a point on the board in this game. Second free throw good for Liddell as well, 71-40, 8 seconds left on the clock. Neosho will have it. The score they have now, that will do it. 71-40 in the first round of the Class 6 District 5 bracket. The Eagles take down the Wildcats of Neosho. 71-40, dominant win for Nixa.
And I feel like it was definitely a statement win. I mean, it definitely shows what they can do against the zone. I mean, we talked about how they've had so much trouble against it, but they came out today. I mean, they got everything they wanted. They definitely found a rhythm, found something that worked, and they need to keep going back to it because teams are going to keep facing them with it.
You know, it's a saying that, and Brock Blansett earning after that game. I'm just now getting informed from the PA guy. 100th career win for head coach Brock Blansett. Congratulations to Coach Blansett of the Nixa Eagles as they move on to the next round. But what I was saying, you know, there's a saying, you know, it's hard to beat a team twice, but Nixa just beat the same team twice in less than a week. And
they dominated both times.
Yeah, they're playing great basketball right now. So it'll be fun to see how the Eagles do. that will do it for tonight here at Kickapoo High School in the first round of the Class 6 District 5 bracket. Want to say congratulations to Neosho on their season and safe travels home. But until Thursday, from Evan Brett and myself, Brady Richard, we want to say thank you for tuning in, and we will be back here live once again at Kickapoo High School on Thursday, 7:30, for the Branson Pirates versus the Nixa Eagles to see who will go to the Class 6 District 5 Championship. Stay tuned until then, and good night.